Oh, if you want to spread out a little bit, just so that it is. Nate.
We got this over there.
All right.
You don't say a lot though.
All right, everybody. We'd like to welcome you to our very first kickboxing.
All right, guys, welcome to kickboxing. Today we're going to be going over the fundamentals of kickboxing. So we'll be covering stance, footwork, hand movement, and as well as moving in and out of our stance. Sean, do we have a problem?
Yeah, you cut me off. I was doing the intro.
What are you going to do?
Okay, we get it. Now that we're in our stances, I want to ask you guys a question. Which stance do you think would be the most effective against an opponent? Nate's, okay.
Why?
Just looks ready to
Balance, staggered,
He's loading his weight.
He's in
loading his weight, okay.
attack.
What was that?
He's like in his attack position.
Attack position.
Coins ready to endure that attack.
Those are all great answers, you guys are all right. So when we're looking at feet, we want to be sure that he's in a staggered position. His back foot on the ball of his toes with his heel a little bit raised. Meanwhile, his core is engaged, so when I'm trying to push him over, he has balance. His hands are protecting his face at all times, so when I'm trying to jab him from the side or hook him, he can protect his face at all times. So good.
And if we're looking at Sean's, as ridiculous as he may look, he's not balanced, and I can just push him off pretty easily. And we're just going to go ahead and assume that he's not fast enough to pull off the guns if they're a little bit closer. Also with this, his hands are at his side, so if there's a quick reaction from Nate to punch him in the face, he can't really do anything about it. Again, if I were just to go here, he's already out of the game. So therefore Nate has the better stance.
And also too, before we get going forward, because we all know at some point you guys are gonna like have some side conversation. To hone you guys back in, one of us 5 teachers is gonna give a pretty loud like hi, like you know hi-ya. So our end of it is basically gonna sound like hi, and you guys are gonna get in your stances and respond with ya.
Wherever you're at.
Wherever you're at.
Yeah, doesn't matter. We're just going to call it out.
So you're gonna have to keep a nice little ease for
Alright.
Alright, so I'll be taking you through the warm-up. So say those 3 lines. I want you to all to come to the side of the room.
I think Sean's going to fly and it just died.
So we're going to be doing more warm-up exercises. Nate will be here demonstrating it. Then both the Midge and Sean here will be in the front of each row because you want a visual cue of what you're being executed. Okay, so our first warm-up is going to be the horse raise. So what I want you to do here, I want you to pick up your right knee, hug it. I want you to get into a deep lunge. I want to make sure that your left knee isn't touching the ground. I want you to put your left hand on the floor. Then I want you to twist towards your right knee and bring your hand to the ceiling. Once you stand back up and do the same on the other side. Alright, the one on each side.
You guys can head ball.
Got it? Going all the way back to the other side.
Really good.
Whoa!
saw the coach.
Exactly what we're doing.
Alex just went that almost did. Put the shirt.
I'm grappling. How much you
That's a good shirt. Can you be slower?
Whichever leg is out, we want to sit on.
There you go.
Yeah. So opposite on. Your left leg is out, you go slow.
Sorry.
There you go. Yes, sir. Do not rush me. You said go at your own pace. Well, I'm going around. All right, you can pass me my leg.
And Ellie.
Yeah, Belinda.
I'll get there.
I don't worry, Max lasts long. So.
Race.
All right, we're gonna do one more.
Matt, where's your flexibility? Now you warmed up. That 5-year-old bones right there.
All right. So now we're going back that way. We get there, we're going to be doing lateral lunges. So I want you all facing that way, but look at me. I'll be over here. Okay. So you're going to be stepping with your right. So what I want you to do here, step out with your right. I want you to load your right hip. Then I want you to load your left hip. Stand back up to the center. I want you to bring your left foot to your right foot. And then I just want you to repeat the same thing over and over until you get to the other side. Questions?
That's how the girls in Peru.
But your butt's so cute.
It's peaches, I know, but what? I said, don't look at my butt.
Nice also.
You got Twinkies, boy.
Hey,
Low lunges. There you go. Same thing to them.
Yeah, it's a lot easier.
Also, you want to make sure that you're keeping a neutral spine position while you're doing this. Make sure that your toes are touching. There you go.
You almost done with it?
Go T push.
That's what.
My first real exercise. Oh, yeah, I'm off my foot. I'm not moving in here. I eat this stuff. Like, just have it in my I know. Next one. What's up? This feels good.
Nice.
Hey, what you guys think?
Let's do one more.
They get the matches, bro.
Good,
It's a
good,
1-2
good,
match.
nice.
Oh, 2
See, now he's got the flexibility. See, this looks better. Yeah, this looks good. You look loosey-goosey, loosey-goosey.
All right, now we're going back to the other side. You get there, you need to be doing scap dips to inches. So to get there, you want to bend over. You want to get into push-up position. Then from here, you want to pinch your shoulder blades in. So retract your scapula. You want to get back into that push-up position. Walk your feet to your hands. And then get back into the push-up position by walking your hands back into the push-up position. Then you're doing that all the way down to the other side.
What's this stretch called? What's this stretch called?
So we're doing scap.
Well, could you tuck in your shirt? This is a workout shirt, so it's fine.
You're supposed to be walking.
Pretty good, Aaron.
Yeah, I know.
One at a time.
Pushing your shoulder blades into the walk. Here we go.
So here you go.
It's a good warm-up.
Is this what we're wearing today?
I know. It's warm up. That's kind of should be. Nice, Elliot. Okay.
Make sure,
Keep one of the-
make sure that you're all warm.
Nice. All right, Nick, see what you got. Yeah, nice. Nice. Okay. Nice. I know. Yeah, it's just so. It's just serious all this time.
Don't cheat yourself, treat yourself.
At all. Man. Are y'all shoes in the Don't cheat yourself.
Don't cheat yourself, treat yourself. You know, my coach is saying already 17.
So now we're going back to the other side. This is our last stretch. Hi! Going back there. So now we're going to be doing the good morning stretch. So what you do here, you step with your right foot, then you want to make sure that you're dorsiflexing. Then you're going to sweep the floor. As you bend over, you want to make sure that you have a slight bend in your left knee. And you're just going to step back, take a few steps, go to the other side. So we're doing that all the way to the other side.
As you straighten your leg, make sure you push your hips back, and that's going to increase the intensity of the stretch in your hamstring too.
Oh, good morning.
Good.
Come on.
I love it. I love this place.
You're good both sides. So you're going to keep one leg forward, other leg back, and then you're pushing your hips back. That's going to get lower. Yeah, the one forward and straight.
Push forward. Okay.
Yeah, stand on the car. Take one foot out. Push your hips back. There you go. When you push your hips back, you feel the stretch. You're like Carl Berger play that.
Try to get your chest close to the ground. Best you can. Yeah. Okay. Let's begin for you
Alright, so now Nate will be taking you to the first part of this dance.
Alright guys, let's get back in. The three lines going this way that we were in before.
Your boy's warmed up.
Yeah.
You're not gonna warm up.
Stay in the staggered three lines that you were when you first started.
Let's go. Let's get that position. Alright guys, I'm going to go over stance. So the stance is the foundation for everything we're going to do today. The stance is going to set the tone for movement, hand placement, for everything. So it's really important. So there's two stances. There's orthodox and southpaw. If you're right-handed, you're going to assume an orthodox stance, which is going to be left foot forward. If you're southpaw, which means you're left-handed, you're going to go right foot forward. Usually in kickboxing, one of these stances will dominate the position you're in, about 80%. But it's still important to know too, because there are certain situations where that is very beneficial, and we will go over that later days in our curriculum. So for now though, if you're right-handed, get an orthodox southpaw, get in southpaw. So foot placement and width. You want to be standing a little bit wider than hip width, but no wider than shoulder width, okay? You want your feet slightly staggered to the side and your body turned with it. So, here, face towards them. So that it's really important that we're standing at that width because staying super wide, way too wide. If you're standing like this, Oscar has a solid base. He's not going to fall if I push him, but if I'm coming up to him and I want to kick him, I want to knee him, he's not going anywhere. I can kick him, I can do whatever I want, and he's not going to be able to move. So it's important that he's there, and it's also just as important, stand super narrow like you were on the skateboard. If he's standing right here, he has no base, he has no balance. I can come up to him, I can push him, I can sweep him, I can do whatever I want. He has no base. So it's really important that you find a fine balance in between those two. So wider than hip position, but no wider than shoulder position. This is excessive. You're not going to be able to go anywhere from this position. Okay? So that's where we want to be. Now, weight dispersion. So it's going to vary individual on an individual basis. I like to say 60-40 though. 60% of my weight is going to be centered on my rear foot. I'm going to have my heel up. And then 40% is going to be centered on my front ball, on the ball of my front foot. So the reason why that matters, face them, put all your weight on your front foot. So if he's super front loaded, one, he's leaning forward. That leaves him as an open target. He's in my range. Secondly, if he's super front loaded, if I go to do a leg kick, if I do anything up here, all his weight is on his front foot, so he'll need to shift his weight back to check my kick, get out of the way or anything. So it's best to already have about 60% of your weight shifted on that back foot. So you can just raise a leg, you can step back, you can do any of that. So 60% heel raised, 40% on the front ball of your foot. We'll go hips stacked underneath your body. So you don't want to be back here. You don't want to be super front here. Right here. You want your core engaged. And then you want your hands up high by your temples. Okay? So best practice getting in and out of an orthodox and southpaw stance just from a normal position. And then our coaches will walk around and correct you as you do so. Okay? So everyone stand normal, to stand like this. Now get in a orthodox position. Hands up. All right, so is everyone looking good, coaches?
Yes. Do one more time.
All right. Get in a orthodox position. Good job. All right, let's step back to normal. Now we're going to practice getting in a southpaw position. So your right foot is going to be forward on this one. All right? So everyone get in a southpaw position.
This one's not nice.
Oh, man.
So even if you are right-handed, this stance also has its benefits because in this position, in an orthodox stance, my weaker hand is my jab hand with my power hand being the rear one. But in this position, your front hand is going to have more power. So it gives you a little bit like you're going to throw your jab way more in a kickboxing match than any other thing. So it's beneficial in some situations to have your power hand in front. Okay, so that's another reason why it's valuable to be able to do both stances. So let's try getting in our southpaw stance one more time. So let's stand normal. Stand normal.
There we go.
Everyone get in a southpaw position. How's our balance?
Good. Keep the core tight. Able to move out the socks, right? Good. Good. Keep it tight. Nice. Okay.
All right. Good job, guys. All right. Now we're going to split the classes in half. Let's go right down the middle. Austin, Lene, you go this way. Kristen, you're going left. Half the group is going to go with Koki and Sean. They're going to go over linear and lateral movement. Oscar and I are going to be over here, and we're going to go over hand placement and core control.
All right, guys.
Oh, that's pretty tight. Way better than line.
Hey.
Are we gonna take spar?
Take that back. Yeah! Okay. Okay, so here we're gonna go over the hand position and the importance of core engagement. So, in the sport of kickboxing, you always want to make sure that your core is fully engaged. Because as Nate mentioned,
Say if I
You don't
push
wanna
towards
be-
me, I'm moving towards you.
See, that's what you
One
don't
or
want.
first
Yeah, I got it.
So let's
That's what we want.
You want,
Foundation.
you want a good base.
let's do it again.
You don't want anyone to move you around.
If I move backwards, I'm gonna
Like
move
a piece of
right
garbage,
backwards.
basically.
You also never want to get punched in a
One more time.
unflexed core.
1, 2. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and then also like, we're not going over that today,
So let's go.
but in the future, we're gonna be going over movement. And it starts from the ground, but you generate through your core. And then, so we're also talking about hand placement. You wanna make sure that you keep it, both hands next to your temple. You wanna make sure that you don't keep them too low because you don't want your face to be exposed.
One more time.
You don't wanna keep them too
Does that
high.
make sense?
Because your body will be
Right
exposed.
here.
You don't want them right in front of your eyes because then you wouldn't be able to
And
see.
then let's practice in ourselves. I know it's like a little.
So just right here.
Head down.
So we're gonna go.
You want your chin tucked?
You want your chin down because if you get hit, it's ideal to get hit in the forehead rather than like
Then we're gonna go back.
presenting your face to them. Like,
Have you ever seen Undisputed?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah, Boyka blocks with his forehead. Right?
Makes sense?
Yeah, that's because this is the hardest part of your head.
So the next part is really because.
This is the weakest part of your head. Yeah. So you want to make sure you don't get knocked out.
Move side to side and keep that good balance.
All right, so
Same thing.
yeah, okay, so now get a partner. You want to get a partner?
Direction you're going.
Now I want you all to
Lead the way.
push each other, shove each other. Exactly. I want you to shove each other. Make sure that you make sure that we get core.
practice, check with your partner.
When you're pushing.
Yeah. Like, I'm pushing right now.
Well, yeah, you're gonna.
Well, open the valve a little bit, right? You want to just.
But you want to make sure that you always.
Okay, that's what you got.
Shove it back.
Yeah, but you just want to make sure that, again, if you.
Was your left foot first?
How close I can expect it, or just everything.
Turn your head. Turn your head.
See, right here, they're right here. So a little bit higher, and then head
When
down.
next to your
Alright guys, this practice hand placement as well. So same thing we're doing,
Haven't done.
but keeping your hands up. So Daniel's hands are up. So as I'm pushing him, if I'm also, we'll simulate throwing punches. So if I'm able to hit him, his hands are up. So that's a good example. You don't want your hands right here because if I get hit by a big shot, I'm going to be punching myself in the face. So I want my hands on my head, and if you get hit, you can sink into it so it doesn't hurt you. So practice that with your partner, just lightly pushing and lightly tapping your partner in the head. You don't need to.
Good. Now let's take a quicker
You
one.
guys have a mutual agreement though, go for it.
1, 2, 1, 2. All right. Go.
There we go. There we go.
That feeling?
Oh, what up here?
So also practice moving in front of your head too. We're good at side to side. Daniel can just right down the middle. So.
Yeah, we got some lefties. We'll get lefties. All right. We're gonna start with the left steps. Ready? Go. 1, 2.
Alright, so it's also pretty important when you're here, you have to also watch your body shots too, so you have to be able to sink down right here and block your sides as well without taking your hand, because someone could easily walk up to you.
Now we're gonna go right.
Bang, bang. So you need to be able to watch both of those at the same time. So being able to dip below and block two things at one time. So for the last 30 seconds, work on that. So you're just sinking into a squat and crunching to the side, okay?
If I'm south squat,
Crunch to the side.
30 seconds? So Matt, when you block, make sure you're not coming down here, because then this is all open.
So like,
So yeah, just walk like that.
This is so tough, dude. It's so hard. It's like, got it? You kind of like turn it. Yeah, it's weird. You see what I'm saying? There you go. Like literally.
You're gonna learn today. All right, guys, good job. We're gonna head over there. You guys are gonna learn. Thanks, coaches. Yeah, Carlos fired.
Well, like work groups.
Alright guys, we're gonna go over footwork, agility, remember watch your kickboxing match. Notice that guys are always on their toes, they're moving left, right, so it's important to like move away from your opponent. So let's go into our orthodox position that Nate just taught us in. So orthodox, hands up. If we want to move forward, we're obviously going to lead with your forward foot. So let's go on my count. We're going to go 1, 2. So ready, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2. Pause. Stance. Heels raised. Core engaged. Okay, good. Now if we're going to move back, we want to lead with our backwards foot. So on my count, ready, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2. Good. Do it again. We're going to do 3 steps. On my count. 3 forward here. Ready? 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. That's too much, but that's it. And we're back. Ready? 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. Good. Ready? Stance. Good. Good. Does that make sense? Yes. Are you comfortable? Okay.
Any questions before we move?
You can go over. Yeah. Do you guys want to practice southpaw? Any lefties? Okay.
That way you're comfortable in your usual stance.
Southpaw is the same as orthodox, so it's good holding your hands up. So on my count, we're going to move up 3 times. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Pause. Good. And back on my count. Ready? 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. Good.
That'd be quicker. You're gonna die.
Right. Good.
So now, also if you guys are watching sort of like UFC or even like normal boxing too, like lateral movement is pretty essential. So the biggest thing we talk about with our stance and why you want to keep a good center and good balance points where you maximize your power, you want to be able to keep all those things, especially after you move side to side. Because you don't want to get yourself in a bad position where if I'm moving laterally and I have a bad transition, I'm in a bad stance now, my opponent can come up and take advantage of it, right? So the biggest thing when you think about moving laterally, you're in an orthodox stance. Your stance is staggered. So you have one foot offset from the other. So if I'm orthodox and I want to move to the left, I'm going to take the foot that's the closest to that direction. My stance is staggered. If I want to go left, my left foot is closer to that direction than my right. So I'm going to lead with my front foot. So if I want to go left, I'm going to go 1, 2. Makes sense? If I want to go right, now my right foot is closer to this direction. So I'm going to go 1, 2. And I keep my positioning and I keep my stance after I make that completed transition. And that's the key. Like you're light on your feet, and it's all preference. If you guys want to do like boxing tempo, kind of be bouncing around, up to you. But a lot of people usually do like Nate said, the 60-40, so they can go up and check and keep their power. Anybody have any questions with the like rhythm and tempo of moving right and left? No? Good? Good? All right, let's practice. Everybody in your orthodox stance. Orthodox stance. I'm going to give you a direction, and you're going to transition that way. I can say back, I can say forward, left, right. Make sense? All right, everyone get ready? Good stance, good stance. And left. Forward, back, left, right, forward, forward, nice. Did that all make sense, everybody? Like, does that feel good? Like, if we were, you know, being there, just squared up right here, and he tries to make the move. No, I mean, quick, more than let's do a little southpaw practice. Just get your southpaw stance, back heel up, 60-40. Check. Ready? And left. Forward. Forward. Back. 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 Right. Right. Left. Left.
outside.
And then she
I'm better at softball, I feel like.
I'm a better softball.
Yeah? I feel better.
Yeah, it's literally, once you kind of move around, when they're left, they're like stagnant, like they're standing in line. So you guys have any like
Softball.
questions? Do you guys want to go over anything else? Yes. Which one? All of them?
Yeah, like make comments.
Give yourself a little bit more of a stack stance.
Okay.
And then turn like, so if your torso is facing your opponent, turn it more so like your shoulder. So that way your head is still on him, but you're like this one. So like Mitchell and I are fighting, and I'm like this. I'm a huge target, but if I'm this way,
So you're over here, you're obviously the bigger target range, so you want to be sure to be low and be to the side.
that way now all of your center of gravity is all under the same thing. You're just looking that way.
All right, good job, guys.
Ready? All right.
We're having to do this.
So we're gonna bring it in now with everyone else.
I wasn't even in practice how it's for.
It's getting the same
Alright, everybody, can we have you guys go back into your 3 lines, just like you were when you first started? I'm gonna have you guys go ahead and sit down in the crisscross position. Wherever you're at, just find an area, save yourself some space. And with this, we're just gonna do 3 counts of breathing, so I'll have you guys close your eyes. And then you're gonna inhale when I say inhale, and you're gonna exhale when I say inhale. We're gonna do 3 counts of that. Go ahead and close your eyes. Get relaxed. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good, keep it slow and controlled. Inhale. And exhale. Good, we're gonna keep that same pattern for the next 4 cool down exercises that we're going to do. Also go ahead and stand up and grab a partner and give you guys enough space to kind of stretch and get a cool down. Find a partner wherever you guys are, go ahead. Good.
Anybody not have a partner?
And actually, I was wrong. I'm going to go ahead and sit down back again. With your partner, though, with your partner. Go ahead and face them. And then I'm going to have Koki and Sean kind of demonstrate. Linnea and Jen already got the idea. So you're going to go ahead and spread legs, have your feet touching with your partners. Go ahead and pull each other gently. You want to feel a stretch in your hamstrings and in your lower back. Okay, again, you guys are going to listen to my voice. When I say inhale, you're going to inhale, and when you're going to exhale, you're going to exhale. So listen to my voice for that. Alright, ready? So, first partner, go ahead and inhale.
guys, so grab hands.
Grab my hand.
And exhale. Inhale.
Ow.
And exhale.
That's so sore.
Good, but one more. Inhale. And exhale. Nice, and now go ahead and switch to the other person. Again, stretch them out gently, don't be too hard. Alright, ready? And inhale. Switching partners. Exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. Alrighty, go ahead and stand up now. Same thing with your partner. We'll do a different stretch. I'll have you demonstrate with Nate. So this time, you're going to go ahead and grab arms right here. You can either do this or you can go ahead like this. And you guys are going to turn to the opposite direction. We're going to get a good shoulder stretch in. And you're just doing this way. Again, be gentle with each partner. Do not try to stretch your shoulder or anything like that. You just want to feel a gradual stretch within your shoulder and also the back of your scaps. And then listen to my count for 3 inhales and exhales as well. So go ahead and try that out. Alrighty. Oh yeah. And inhale. Exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Now that's a fight with your partner. It's not a bicep competition. Inhale. And exhale. Go ahead and switch sides now. Go ahead and do opposite arm. Same thing. And inhale. Exhale. And inhale.
Knock me over.
Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. All right, go ahead and relax. Now the next one's going to be pretty similar, so this is going to be more of a quad stretch. We'll demonstrate pokey. So this one we're going to go ahead again. Arm here, opposite arm, opposite leg. So I'm using my right hand, I'm using my left leg, and I'm just holding up in flamingo position. Just hold that again for 3 counts, okay? And we'll switch when I say switch. So go ahead and start. Yeah. All right, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now go ahead and switch sides, same thing. Really try to get a stretch. When you're inhaling, try to pull a little bit more to get a better stretch. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. All right. Last cool down stretch is going to be simple touch your toes. You do not need a partner with this one. This is going to be a simple one. We're just doing this one for 3 counts. So just go ahead and get your own space. Don't need a partner. And just going simple here. And going right down to touch your toes. Again, if you need to bend your knees to help the hamstring stretch. So go ahead and inhale. And exhale. And inhale. Exhale. And last one. Inhale. And exhale. All right, go ahead, everyone relax. Come on over to the front and make just a big kind of half circle and sitting down. Wherever you guys, yeah, it doesn't matter where you guys go and sit. All right, so that concludes for the cool down exercise. We're going to be implementing that into each session. We're going to switch it up just a little bit depending on what the session will include. Looking forward, we can go ahead and tell you guys for next session, we are going to be including some kind of jabs and punches with also more movements of that. Do you guys have any questions in regards to today's session? Any clarifications needed? We're all good? All right. Well, guys, thanks for coming to the kickboxing, martial arts kind of thing, and hope you guys enjoyed it.
Wow. That's our future president.
All right, get one line right here. And then get a second line right here. And then the last line on this line right here. Just stand staggered so you can see the front of the room.
All right, put that in your mouth. We help you out. We can space it out, kind of how we just were saying.
Yeah, make it a little bit.
Space it out a little bit. Yeah, you guys will be on the front.
Thank you. His name's Brian. Oh.
Sorry, everyone. Oh, my back. Oh. Okay, I got it. This is not gonna work.
They got it.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, just give me a second.
Okay. Let's get to it.
Oh, my hip, man. Okay.
I'm back, sir.
Okay. Thank you all for joining us today. Just in case you guys don't want this to happen to you, we have a couple classes here lined up for you guys to help you start strengthening your core, your legs, your hips, and everything that starts to slow down a little bit as we age. As we go through these classes, we're just going to try to slowly start building up and gaining more strength. So you guys also do not go through what Owen and I just did.
Okay, Carly's gonna lead us into the warm-up, but before that, each of you is gonna take your name tag and that new identity and really just emphasize that, but also try to get into character, but in a respectful way. Don't, just keep that in mind that you're all going to be older adults, but you have to make sure it's in a respectful manner, and we'll try our best to address you in your new identity. So.
Please do not use loss of hearing as a form of disability. It will be considered disrespectful for the class. Thank you.
Okay, now let's just get into the exercise we're gonna get into. So please close your eyes with me and grab both arms, swing them around your body, and give yourself a big, huge hug. And with me, breathe in. 1, 2, 3. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3. This last one, when you exhale, you want to release your hand. So breathe in. 1, 2, 3. And slowly release. 1, 2, 3. Good. Now O will be helping us with our warm-ups today. To get you guys all warmed up for all our classes.
Hello. I'll start you guys off with a nice little warm-up. You guys can just go ahead and follow my lead with this. So right now we're going to start off with a little marching in place. Right now we're training for proper gait, stepping lightly. We don't want to do foot slaps, but go ahead and march in place. Get the arm swinging. Nice little place. Get the arm into it. And we're stepping. We're going with speed up a little bit. Nice. Now we're going to go into, it's called a step touch. So we're going to step to the side, and it's going to look funny to you guys. We're going to abduct our arms, kind of looking like chicken wings, and you're going to flap your legs. So step to the side, let's go. Stepping side to side. Get our arms nice and loose. Abduct, pinch your scapula as you're doing it. Pinch your scapula, get your shoulders nice and loose. Stepping side to side. 5 more. Keep working. Let's go the shoulders well. I see you, Mark. I see you here. Keep working. Now we're going back to our march. We're marching in place, guys. Let's go. We're marching in place. Practicing proper gait. We're marching in place, guys. Just like that. Look. Here we go. March in place. All right.
Put up
Here we're going to do now we're going to do a modified jumping jack, okay? So here we're going to step to the side, and up, and back to point, okay? Just to the side, nice and loose, at your own pace, nice. And you can switch sides too. Go right, step out. Nice little warm up. Nice. Breathe. Continue to breathe with guys. Breathe a little bit. Nice. And we're back to marching now. We're marching in place. Let's go. We're stepping. Proper gait. Let's go. Light landing.
Remember to focus on your breathing, get those knees nice and solid, and keep your balance over your ankles.
And our last exercise is going to work our mind-body connection. It's going to work a little hand-eye coordination. So we're going to go hands up, all our hands above. We're just going to touch. It's going to seem simple, but we're going to bring our right hand to our left foot. And touch in front and back to the top.
Nice and slow, Focus on your balance.
You can't touch your ankle. You can't touch your right arm to your foot. We're going to go right arm to the knee. So just a little modification, a little consistent movements. Yes.
See more, let's see it.
Let's see more.
We're working that mind body. Now we're going to left hand to the other. That's nice. Working that mind body connection, just getting our balance going, getting the hands going. Here we go. Shoulders are perfect.
Yes, shoulders.
And we're going to march in place. Just one more set of marches. Here we go.
How you mouth taking on you
Nice
guys?
and slow.
Nice and slow.
And time. Nice warm up. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. We're going to start every day off with a warm up like this. This is just something good to get our bodies going. You guys are a little warm now, so it's going to be perfect for we're going to caveat into next.
How you guys feeling? You guys need a little bit of water? Take a little breather. Great. I'm going to come around and number you off, and we're going to get ready to split into our groups for the beginning of our workout. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So ones are going to be with O over there on that wall. Twos are going to be with me at these chairs right here. Threes are going to be with Belinda and these chairs here. And 4 are going to be with Carla against the back wall.
4 with me.
Take your
Are you guys
time, nice and
rotating?
slow.
Okay,
Remember,
cool.
breathe is your optimization.
Gertrude, this is 3. But you can stay if you want to. Just stay. Take a seat, Warner.
I've been banished.
It's okay, Warner. You have a seat right here.
Thank you.
Okay, how's everyone feeling today? Any pain? No? So at this station, we're going to be doing something called chair yoga, which is just a modified version of yoga for adults. We're going to be working on 2 movements. One of them, the first one is called a forward bend. Very simple. Just going to sit down, which you're already are. We're going to scoot closer to the chair, and I'll demonstrate first, and then I'll do it, and I'll walk around just to make sure you guys are being grounded. First of all, we're just going to raise your hands, and we're just going to just going down as far as you can, just keeping in mind, if you have any pain, stop right where you are at and just stay there. But if you feel like you're going forward, just keep going all the way. Okay, that'll be the first one. Hold that for 3 breaths and I'll call this out. So, does anybody have any questions? Any concerns? No? Okay, why don't we go ahead and sit straight. Great posture, Warner, over there. And just raise your hands up. Okay, just go at your own pace and start going down. Good. Alright, and I'll start counting 1, 2, 3, and I'll go back up. Great job using the modified version. Alright, we're gonna go again. Are you feeling okay, Brian? Awesome. Okay, ready? Go down at your own pace. Good. 1, 2, 3. Back up. How'd that feel? You can put your hands down. Yeah? Okay, the next one is called the chair pigeon. We're going to keep seated. And we're just going to take our right ankle, bring it up to our left thigh. And then if you feel like this is good of a stretch for you, you can stay here, but if you want to get a deeper stretch, just go ahead and implement that forward bend. And we'll hold that again and count that out. So whenever you're ready, just bring your right ankle. It's okay, Albert, you got this. Ready? You're going to start counting. You're going to hold this one for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Alright.
Why don't you take a break, okay? You've got this, Albert. Just sit this one out. Okay. We're going to bring our foot down again. Just both feet down. And we're going to switch it up. We're going to do the left ankle now over to our right.
Bring it down, guys.
Okay, so we're just going to do that for 5 again, and if you feel like that's a good enough stretch, you can stay there. If not, we'll go into that forward bend. You can do 1, 2,
Good job.
3, 4, 5. Good job. Back up. Does anybody need any water? A break?
Just like that, slow and
How are you feeling?
breathing in and out.
Albert, are you Yeah. You just had that hip replacement, so you do need to take it easy. Keep that in mind. Okay. As you transition into the other stations. Okay, let's go back. I just want to see you all do the forward bend first. By yourselves. Do that. Good job, Bernie. Great. Open up your chest. Okay. Go at your own pace down. Do that again for 3 seconds. 3,
You guys doing okay? You guys
One, two, three. Birdie, way to go. You didn't even know that you're like 65 and up. Okay, awesome. Let's do the chair pigeon now. Show me how to do that with your right ankle. Way to go. Gertrude. Okay, hold that. Can anybody go into the forward bend while staying in the chair pigeon? Bernie, let's see it. Wow. Albert, you've made so much progress just in this station. I love it. Okay. Awesome.
I forgot, you changed your name.
Albert. Thank you.
It's always a pleasure having you guys in my class.
Okay, so we're going to start transitioning into the different stations, and you're going to be working different muscles at each one. You're going to go that way around.
So we're gonna go, right?
Yeah, so go to Carla, and then O, and then Austin.
After 3 days.
Great.
All right, everybody, we're gonna swing and rotate. Come to me.
Hey, Freddie.
I think the hardest part of this class is going to try to go into a sitting position. Okay, you guys can feel free to use a bar, or I can help you out. We're going to hold on to the bar, and we're going to slowly try to go to our knees and then sit down. Okay, let's try that.
It's like a waltz.
We're trying to sit down on the ground without injuring anybody. Just trying slowly down. Perfect. Now we're going to come towards me. Come towards me until you're laying on your back. Oh, watch out, Frederick. We don't want you to get injured today. Okay, good. You can go to get on the ground. Yeah. Now, I want you to face the camera, so please face your left.
We're going to start
Turn around and face your left. Good. Okay, now I want you guys to bend your knees and put your heels towards your butt. Good, thank you. And I want your hips, your knees, and your ankles to be stacked. Great. Good. That's a good ball.
Let's go, Bill. Pop that ball, Bill. Come on, Raven. Pop that ball. And time. Now we're going to get
Okay, good. So what we're going to be doing today are clams. So we want your guys' knees to separate without your ankle separating. And then when you guys separate your knees, we want you guys to squeeze your glutes at the same time. Okay?
For this exercise, we're going to have our arms forming a 90 degrees, 90 degree angle.
Separate your knees. Okay, great. So now we're going to do a set of 6. Perfect. And we'll do it on my count. Okay?
We're going to
So
take
ready?
our right
Up.
bring it up to our left.
Werner, are you with us? Good. Up, down, 1. Up,
If you want a deeper
down, 2. Up, down, 3. Up, down, 4. Up, down, 5. One more. Up, down, 6. Okay, now take a deep breath.
Great job.
Okay. This side.
Okay, we're going to do that again with our left ankle, bring it up.
Good, Bernie, good. You're just trying to get your knees and your ankles at 90 degrees.
Do you want to
Good, good. Good job. Can you guys all break your knees for me? Try to put your knees shoulder width apart. Squeeze our core. Alright, bring your hands down.
And now we're gonna go to our right hand.
Good. We're going to squeeze our core and push our heels down. Try to raise our hips at the same time.
Pop that ball. Pop
Can you
that
try it for me?
Let's go, Phil. Pop that ball. Let's go.
Let's all start in the bottom position. And we'll do it on my count. We'll do 6 of these, okay? So we'll go up,
With the left.
down, good job. Up, down, 2. Down, 3.
Bring them down.
Make sure we
3 more. Up, down, 4. Good job. Up, 5. How are we feeling? One more. Ready? Up, down, very nice. Good. Now just slowly come up to the sitting position.
Yeah, it's
Come on,
Now you listen up, last. We're gonna do rolling.
Okay, good. Now we can all slide back towards the bars and use the bars to help us up to a sitting position. Oh, we can. Now we're getting our heads back. You can turn around as you do it. There you go. Exactly. Good job. How are you guys feeling?
Harold?
How are you doing, Frederick?
Albert and Frederick. How's it going? You guys feeling alright?
Yeah.
Okay, well, this is set 3. Let's make it a good one, okay? So right now we're gonna work hand grip. As you get older, you kind of lose the power in your forearm a lot. So we're working that. Let's say you're walking your dog, or you have a jar of jelly you can't open. Right now, we're training right now for that. You know, we're gonna make it real easy. So I have a baseball for you. I have a tennis ball for you.
That's not tennis.
It is. A little baseball for you. Give you a weight. Give you here. Right now we're gonna go just squeeze. Right now we're just gonna grab the ball. We're having our left hand or right hand. Right now we're just gonna squeeze it. Just squeezing around, working that grip right now. Just squeezing around. Nothing too serious. We're gonna switch hands now. We're gonna work both hands. We don't want just your right hand to be showing your left hand or vice versa. Just working it, squeezing. Nice and easy. We're gonna switch again. Nice and easy. Just working our forearms, warming them up right now, getting the finger strength in each finger stronger. Especially firing those fingers, you maybe have to use them on that left hand or right hand. Ambidextrous, that's how we hope you go under the ball. We're gonna switch again. Now on this next one, whatever hand you started in, the ball's gonna go to that hand, and we're gonna go max grip, 3 seconds. Okay, you're trying to pop that ball in your hand, and you're asking, trying to rip that weight in half, okay? And we're gonna go max grip, all right, ready? And go. Pop that ball, Gertrude. Come on, Albert. Let's go, Bernie. Pop that ball, Frederick. Come on, Werner. Pop that ball, pop that ball, pop that ball, and switch. Switch hands now, okay? Same idea, same idea. We're trying to just really work right now and work the hand and finger strength as much as we can. We're trying to pop that ball right there. Split that weight, Albert. Break it in half like a twig. It's nothing for you, Albert. Gertrude, I see you working. And time. Okay. I can take the balls from you guys. The next exercise, we're gonna work our shoulders and our back muscles right now. So we will give you these ones, Gertrude, and for you, Mr. Albert, we'll give you these. The weights don't really matter as to we're gonna work our shoulders. One of you guys can go. Nice. So we're gonna start in a 90-degree angle. Our shoulders are here, chest is up straight, elbows out. You give each other some room. We're gonna go arms straight up, lift above our heads. And we're reaching for the ceiling, trying to stretch up as much as you can. 1 to 2 second hold. Back down to 90 degrees. Breathing up, make sure to breathe on the way up and exhale on the way down. It just makes it a little easier for you guys as you're doing the workout. We're going for 10. We're not really going for speed, but we're going for full mobilization. We want you to fully mobilize your arms from the thigh position up, all the way up. You should feel it in your scapula/shoulder. All right, we're reaching up. Nice.
I feel it.
Nice.
Don't go too fast. Day one.
Hey guys, nice and easy. Okay, good. Reaching up that shoulder. Nice. All right, we're going to see. It's going good for you. So you guys are all at 7. We'll go for 3 more. 3 more good sets. Really working that full range of motion. 8. And 9.
Your hips and your knees.
Breathing on my shoulders. I can't stress breathing enough. It just makes the exercise a lot easier. And you can put the weights down.
All right, guys, stand up. We're grab on the chair.
Passing those baseballs.
So we're gonna do the same thing this time. Except instead of holding,
We're gonna go again, just working our grip here. Just squeezing it, kind of calm, pull with your grip, working that forearm, working those fingers. Try to get every finger around the ball of your weight. Just gripping it here. We're gonna switch hands out. Nice and easy, just gripping it. Forearms should be, you feel a little bit in the forearms by this side, you should. Switch again. This next set's going to be a max grip 5-second hold. So it's going to be a little, I'm with you guys. Okay? Switch. Max grip, we're going to go, we're going to try to pop that ball, snap that weight like a twig. And here we go, we're going and grip. Let's go, max grip. Pop that ball, Bernie. Let's go, Gertrude. I see you. Come on, Albert. Nice gripping him hard. And 1. And we're going to switch hands now, okay? Nice. Let's make this our best set here. All right, I want to hear that. Okay, all right, let's squeeze it now. Okay, here we go. Here we go, friends. Pop that. Come on, Gertrude. Squeeze that ball, Gertrude. Come on, Albert. And time. Okay. One more. We're gonna do one more set of our shoulder exercises. You guys know how to do it, okay? I want you to keep positioning this way. Here we go. Pick up our weights now.
yeah, what did you have a golf course?
I think I need the freeway. Go to the roadhouse and get some crab cakes.
Yeah, reaching.
Appreciate the modification.
Well, you worked hard at the 5 and 6. All right, when you don't want to kill your shoulders, tension up, you're going to breathe on the way down.
Okay, you got it.
Nice and easy. Okay, well, reach up, fully extend, reach for that. For the last 4, I want you guys to really extend your arms on that way up. So I want you to really work it. Yeah, so this one for you, just really reaching up, fully extend your shoulders, reach up, and bring it up. Bring it back up, reaching up, back up. Here you go. Reaching out, and back up. Back up your shoulders. You guys working? All right, bring it down. Nice. Thanks, Thank you, Gertrude. Thank you, Bernie. Thank you, Frank. Thank you, Mark. And thank you, Albert. We're going to wait for these last groups to finish and get down with your circuit. Make this last at your best one, guys. You guys feel nice? Yeah. Four on the ground. Shoulders feel nice and loose. Just that intro core.
I can probably open that can.
What you got going on there?
That's actually going to be the last
Yep, that's right.
You're going to do what? You're going to bring it.
Right.
Thank you guys so much. We're gonna rotate clockwise. You can go to Coach Austin. Hey, where the heck you all?
Hey, Frederick, I'll be joining. Hey, it really works hard. Yeah, definitely. Gertrude, how you doing?
Doing handstands.
We're gonna have to how's the workout? Oh,
Shoulders hurt.
shoulders hurt.
You gotta
How's the hip? Where? Shoulder doing fine? Well, better now. Yeah. How those two knee replacements doing? Okay.
Yeah, you know, I didn't even know I had them.
Great. Today at this station, guys, we're really going to focus on balance. Keeping your core over the top of your body and just really remembering that we need to keep our balance straight to help with walking so we can prevent falls. Does that make sense? What I want you guys to really think about today is remember to keep the weight over the ball of your foot. We're going to be doing some single leg work. So just settle that weight right onto that foot and find that balance point. And then slow, consistent breathing. I'll lead you through the breathing pattern, but just really focus on it for me, okay? First, go ahead and stand up real quick. Actually, you know what? You're good. You're feeling good today, right? Great. I'm going to have you stand up right here. You can hold on to the back of your chair. So what I want you guys to do right here when we're facing, yeah, no, all face me. We don't want you to block that arm too much. Alright, Gertrude, can you see me now? Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to focus on single leg balance. I want you guys to hold on in this chair, keep your posture nice and tight right here, chest out, the back right here. You guys are just going to bring up your right leg. Nice and easy. We're just going to breathe, and I'll lead you through the breathing pattern, and then we'll go right back down. And then we're going to bring up the other side. And that's our first exercise. Yes, you can do that for me? Alright, we're going to move your chair back down.
I see you working out and top. Let's switch to the next one.
How you feeling? Good? Yeah, I want you to just hold on to this chair. You guys can either face the mirror and look at each other, or look at yourself, or you can face each other. Alright, I want you guys to grab the side of that chair, make sure you hold on, and on the count 3, you guys are going to bring up your right leg, alright? 1, 2, exhale. Inhale, and on the last exhale, bring it down nice and easy. Okay, feeling okay for you guys? Albert, you're going? Alright, try and get back out on that golf course. You know. Hold on the side of the chair right here. We're going to bring up the other leg on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Bring that leg down nice and easy. Good. You guys feeling okay? Good. Now remember, the whole time we're breathing, we're not going to hold that leg instead of breathing down. Just hold it all the way through, and then we'll bring it down right after. We want to feel a little bit of a burn. If that hip starts hurting you, we can modify it for you. I want you to try to push through it first. Alright, we're going to do it one more time. Bring your leg up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale, lowering that leg down nice and good. Good, really good. You guys need any water or anything? You doing alright? Good. Alright, let's do the other leg now. Bring it up. And hold there, nice and easy. You guys feel your weight? Shift right over the ball. Great job. Great job. And inhale. And exhale, bring it down nice and easy. Great job, guys. Just can take a seat for a minute, catch your breath. I'll go through the next one. So what we're going to do this time, it's very similar, but it's just going to be a little bit faster. So we're going to do a nice, slow, consistent march. What we're going to have you do is grab the chair in the same exact way. You're going to bring the right leg up, feel the weight shift, and then bring the other one up. Nice and slow, just transferring that weight at your balance point. Try to find where that balance is and keep that consistent pressure. You want that your ankle right over the top of your foot, and then your line right up. And your knee bent just a little bit with the load. Does that make sense? Alright, when you guys are ready, we can move to the right here. Bernie, how you feeling?
Good.
Good?
Bernie
Sanders.
Sanders.
Great. So you guys hold that chair nice and tight. Alright, on the count of 3, we're going to start our slow, consistent march. And 1, 2, 3. Up and down. Nice and easy. Other leg up and down. Nice and easy. Great job, guys. Just keep that march going. You guys feel the balance shifting a little bit on those feet? Werner, how you feeling? Remember, breathe. There you go. Inhale. And exhale. All right, break it down nice and easy. Great job, guys. How you guys feeling? Good. Doing well, Albert? Yeah, oh, we'll get there. I'll make sure Barry keeps you up today. Grandkids say doing well. Great. All right, guys, we'll go over it again right now. And bring it up. And down. Nice and easy. Remember to breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Nice and easy. Keep it going, a couple more seconds.
If it helps to squat down and bend your
Great job. Bring it back down together. We're going to go through one more time.
Now this side, really want you to
All right, and this is it. Last one. Bring it up. And down. Up. And down. Nice and easy. Great job, guys. Remember to breathe. Frederick, great form. Feel those weight over the ankles. Great job. Bring it back together. You guys can sit down and just rest for another second here. Catch your breath. Man, they put you with all the old guys today, huh? Yeah, no, these guys will give you a hard time, huh? Yeah, they're doing well. You guys are good today. How do you guys feel about the other stations? Nice and strong? Feels good? Good. Very great. We're about to go into our cool down, final up. Just keep taking a breather right here. Anything you guys have any pains? Anything you guys have any questions? Good? Doing okay? Make sure you take meds. Yes. Boy told me you didn't take meds. I'm watching you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it. Hey, we'll get you one of these days. We'll get you. Hey, we'll get you back in 350 one of these days. Always enjoy. I'll be sure to take those meds. Okay, great. You guys need any water or anything? Very cool. Coca-Cola, yeah. And a cereal. Mix it up nice and stir the pot. Back in my day, we didn't even use milk. Water. Stick with that. Yeah, gross. Wow. You don't get that jacket this way, Alright, bring it up right here. Hit one of your lines again, right here in the front. Albert, have to stay right here, buddy. Yes, sir. Steady. Alright guys, listen up. We're going to follow all through our nice easy cool down.
Yeah, so right now we're just gonna relax right now. If you need help right now, the trainers will be around. We're gonna sit down to the ground right now. You can follow my lead. I'm gonna get you a chair.
I got your
We're gonna go with the butterfly stretch. So we want our heels to try to
Only that old man that
push
just
each other as far as you can. We're going a little butterfly here. We're gonna try to pull our legs in as close as you can, just as far as you guys can go. And just rocking here as you get there. A little way to get a deeper stretch is you can place your elbows on your knees and you push down a little bit. Try to keep our posture up, our backs are straight, pushing those legs in, doing a nicer stretch. The closer you pull your legs in towards you, the deeper that stretch gets. Try to rock forward with it now as you're getting deeper, breathing with it. Okay, and our next stretch is going to be an ab stretch. So I want you guys to rotate through your tummies. You have all your stomach. Nice and easy. We want our arms tucked in. We want our arms under our shoulders. We want them tucked here, and we're going to push. We're going to push our bodies up as far as you can go. We want our heads up through this exercise. We're looking up and we're breathing through it all. Okay? As far as you can go, you want your head up, okay? And we're holding it for 15, okay? And 14, and 13, and 12, 11, 10, 9.
It's Seymour.
8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to continue ease ourselves back. We're gonna try to get up now. If you guys need help, our assistants will be around to help you all up. We're gonna try to get up, okay?
Let's go.
Nice and easy. We're gonna, as you're going up, we're gonna shake out our arms, shake out our legs right now. Nice and easy. Here you go, Mr. Marcos. Here we go.
Thanks, Belinda, you're sweet.
Here we go. Everyone up, just as you're getting up, shaking those legs out of our arms. Had a nice tough workout today. Nice and easy. Here we go. All right. Now I need everyone to find a pole. I need everyone to find a pole. Everyone should grab the pole. Find a pole.
Why don't you go this way?
Nice and easy. We're gonna use this pole, whichever side you're facing the pole, you're gonna grab the opposite leg. We're gonna do a quad pull, okay? Quad stretch. Nice and easy. If you can't grab your ankle, the modification is grabbing your pants, okay? You grab your pants or ankle or knee, and you're gonna just stretch as much as you can. Remember, we're breathing through all these stretches. Nice and easy. We'll hold it for a little while longer.
Hey man, new hip surgery really helped you out.
That new hip surgery, and we're gonna switch legs now, okay? Remember to use that pole up there for safety. This is a little quick, it's gonna catch you. If you can't grab your ankle, go ahead and grab that hand.
You gotta send me your doctor's note.
Oh my gosh, Albert.
Because it's still going long walks. Grab our pants, nice. Breathing through it.
Hey, Thelma, that's enough. I'm stretching.
And time. Okay, we're gonna bring it back. Let's try to gather ourselves. Yo, I hate my name. Let's form our lane. Let's form our lines one last time.
That's the most.
And our three lines we just did.
One in name. Name tag down.
Nice face and nice face.
Great truth without name.
Finish up. Let's find ourselves.
Profile.
To finish, we're just going to stretch out our arms. We did a little tough shoulder workout over there in the upper body department. So now we're just going to grab, we can start with our left arm in front, pull it on the front. We're just going to grab it again. We're going to push it. Pull up. You just push it across your body. Nice. Grab. So you're going to take your left arm, you're going to take your right arm, place it on that elbow. You're just going to push it across your body as much as you can. Just push it in front of you as much as you can. Stretching our shoulder and our chest area right here. Nice. Breathing through it easily, pulsing. Get a good stretch. And now we're going to do the same thing. We're switching arms now. So we're going to take that right arm in front of you and grab it with your left arm and push it across your body as far as you can. Nice. We're going to stretch. You should feel the stretch up in your shoulders. Your back, and loosen up the shoulder. Nice and easy. Okay, last one. We're going to clasp our hands behind our backs, as such. Here, we're here. And we're going to stretch out our chest here, okay? So we're going to push our arms back and open it up. Nice and easy. Oh, push the arms back and stretch our chest. Our chest should be out. Both sides of the chest. Nice, Mr. Harold. I like that. Nice and easy. Breathing through these exercises, though, okay? Breathing through it. Stretching again. Stop. Great.
Thank you guys all so much for participating. We're going to continue building off the movements that we have today as we go into 2 to 5. Thank you so much.